God, I love you. I declare an everlasting love for you. Father, I declare, Father, I declare that I love you. I declare an everlasting love for you. Oh, Father, I declare that I love you. I declare an everlasting love for you. Father, I declare that I love you. I declare an everlasting love for you. Daddy, I declare, Daddy, I declare that I love you. I declare an everlasting love for you. Jesus, I declare, Jesus, I declare that I love you. Father, I declare, Father, I declare that I love you. I declare an everlasting hold for you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. You're welcome in the name of the Lord Jesus. I'm here again, I'm back again. You are welcome, my fellow brothers and sisters. I welcome you all. As you are coming in, please help me to share this video, because today I'm here to talk about a very important issue, because as you guys can see from the topic, that says that religion contributes to child abuse in Nigeria. Really, religion contributes a lot in child abuse in Nigeria. I know maybe many of you may think that, what did I think? What did I mean by religion contributes? Yes, religion contributes a lot of child abuse in Nigeria. I will say in Africa, in short, because the whole Africans, we are going through this religion of a thing that is causing children to suffer. Children suffered a lot concerning this religion of a thing. So we are here to talk about it. As you are coming in, please, I want you to help me to share the video, because if we don't talk about it, who will talk? I keep saying this anytime I come online. I keep saying it, that we need to talk about it. We need to talk about our children. We need to try to help our children, to save them from this child abuse. We need to help them. We need to bring them out of where they are right now. So that is the reason why I come out every day to talk about our wonderful and beautiful children who are out there. All these orphans, some of them are not even orphans. They have parents, but some of them, some religious fathers, say to their mom that their children are the cause of their problem. They even call them witch. They call them so many names. So some parents give up their child because of one thing, one pastor, one, I don't know, told them that their child is a witch, their child is this, is that. So they give up on their children. They just let their children, they just let them go. And that is why you see that there are so many children today on the streets. They are just roaming around. Some children, they are just on the street as if they don't even know where their parents are, because their parents has given up on them because of one man of God or one pastor, one Jew or somewhere there told their parents that the children are witch, the children are this. So we have to put an end to this. We have to put an end to this. I know this happen a lot in my own state. in Cross River State. This do happen a lot. I think there was a certain year that parents do give their children away. They even drive them away from the house. They send them away because they think that the pastor told them that their kid are winch, they are wizard, they are ugbanje, they are all this. So that make them to give up on their children. They just give them away. That is so heartbroken. It's so heartbroken, my people. We don't have to allow this to keep happening again and again and again. We have to put an end to it. And how are we going to do that? We are going to do that by talking, by educating our mothers, by educating them. Really, 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 to tell you guys the truth, religion has caused a lot of damage in Africa. A lot of damage in Africa. It's affecting our children a lot. That is why we mothers, we need to wake up and start talking. And please, I do used to see something on social media that when people are trying to bring us out of religion, when people are talking against these religious people who are just destroying souls, and you will see people who will just be attacking them, telling them why are they talking that they should not touch their pastor, they should not touch anointing of God, or all sort of things that they do say. We have to wake up, for God's sake. For how long are we going to remain in this prison? For how long are we going to remain in these captivities called religion? We have to wake up. We don't have to allow ourselves to be captivated with all this religious madness. I feel for my people, really. Some of us have been a religious people for almost 50, 60 years. Nothing changed in our life. We are still suffering. Nothing changed in our life. We are still undergoing pains. We are still undergoing a lot of problems. So why are we just still finding it difficult to come out of religion, for God's sake? Religion is really destroying our life. It's destroying us. Because if it's not destroying us, our family will not be broken. You see that you have a lovely family. You live with your children. You are so happy with your family. You are so good with your family. One man will just come and walk in and just destroy everything for you and started telling you that it's because of this person, because of that person. That is why you are where you are. And because of religion that you see today, so many people are out there doing what they are doing because they want to please God. Because in the church that they are going, they demand something from them, one tithe or the other, or one seed or the other. That make them to go out there and start doing things that they don't want to do in the name of religion. This is what is happening to them. This is what is killing them. This is what is destroying them. It's destroying even their children. This is the reason why we have to just talk, so that these religious things will stop. You're welcome, my dear sister. This religious issue is supposed to stop. You have to stop. If we don't put an end to it, who is going to put an end to it? How can you live in a house? You have your children, you are so happy with your children, you are so happy with your family, and somebody will just walk in there and just say, one of your child is a witch. Or you yourself, the mother is a witch, or the father is a witch or something, and we just turn your family upside down. We have to talk about it. We have to put an end to it. I feel most especially those ones who are in the village. This thing that I'm talking about right now, my own place, Cross River State, do suffer this a lot. I remember in those years, as I said before, I remember in those years how parents, some pastors will just walk in and tell them that your child, she is a witchcraft, your child is a banje, your child. That happened to my own junior sister. They do take her to one native Mercy or the other that she has Ogbanje, she has this, she has. Who told you that she has all this? Just keeping putting all this pressure on children's life, putting something that they don't supposed to. They cannot handle it. You know, I really need us. Thank you, my dear Sister Comfort. Thank you. Yes, it's a good topic because we need to talk about it. This topic is what is killing us. I used to see so many people who come online to talk about this religion thing, but people are criticizing them, telling them why are they talking. When are we going to just come out from this darkness? When are we going to come out of this darkness, this religion of thing? When are we going to come out of it? My people, if we want our children to live a good life, we have to teach them what is religion. We have to teach them how evil religion is. We have to teach them, we the parents. And before we teach them, we have to educate ourselves to know really the damage that religion used to cause in our life. We have to know about it because we cannot teach them what we don't know. For instance, I have a friend. I feel for that woman up to today. I feel for her a lot. Back home when I was in Nigeria. This woman, she lost her pregnancy almost 3 times due to the beating her husband used to give to her. Every day, anytime she's pregnant, her husband will beat her, she will lose this pregnancy. And she will have 3 times. And she do undergo a lot of pain. But what happened? This woman, because of religion, she's a Catholic. What happened to her was, she was kind of, okay, her husband married her, she's not wedded in church, she's not receiving communion, so she's sinning. That is, she don't have God in her because she's not receiving communion. That was our own. I know we Catholic, that is our mentality. When we don't receive communion, we think that we don't have God living in us, which is very wrong. If we are Christ carrier, why must we say that we don't receive communion, we are sinning? And this thing also happens that when you don't go to church, you have to go to confession to confess your sin before you receive communion and all these things. So this thing led this woman, instead of her to come out of that marriage that she was so abused of, beating her every day. I could remember when I used to go to separate the fight, how the man is beating her and nobody is there to help her. And she cannot talk about it. Why? Because she was so scared that and she don't want to leave. The worst part of what she even do that even make me, now that when I think about it, I got upset about it, is when she took this man to the church that she want to wed. She want to get herself wedded so that she can receive communion. And this man don't even love her. This man don't even love her. But because for her, since she's not receiving communion, she wants to do by all means so that she will go to church, so that this man will wed her, so that she can receive, even though that the man don't love her. The day of this lady wedding, my God, it was so funny. Because the man is like they are forcing him. They did this mass wedding. It was so funny. They were dragging him, yani. So the woman, anything we say, because the man, the way he dressed, it was not proper. We are kind of trying to help him, tell him that, oh, look, the woman will say, no, please, we shouldn't talk, or we shouldn't say anything, because if we say something now, the man may change his mind not to wed her. My God. And she was living in hell in that marriage. So she went and did that wedding. Now Catholic will not grant you a divorce. Catholic will not grant you divorce. Now she went and put herself in hell. Look, my Catholic people, all this rule that they have been putting in the church for us is killing us. Because you do a wedding, you will say, I don't want to commit sin, I don't want to divorce, because I have went to the altar and promised God that for better, for worst. And because I'm receiving communion, I have to die in my marriage. No matter how. Okay, what of this lady? What of if she died in this process of beating all the time? The husband will be beating her. Now she's still there with this man. She's suffering with this man. In the name of what? In the name of religion. Religion is deadly. We keep praying and saying that we are casting devil, casting witches from our family. No, the most worst witches we have in our life is religion. It's high time we just get that into our head to know that, yes, this is what is killing us. The better for us. Religion is what is destroying our souls. Religion is what is destroying our home, destroying our children, destroying everything around us. Because you go to the church, you want to do everything that they ask you to do. Okay, now tell me, I want to put this out there to my fellow Catholic. If you will come across my video, I am putting this out for you. So please, you can write for me in the comment section to tell me what I'm saying, if it's right or wrong. Because they do tell us that if you don't go to church, the day that you go to church, before you receive communion, you have to go to confession. Okay, now tell me, all this lockdown of this pandemic now, tell me, so does it mean that all the Catholic, before the church we start, all the Catholic now, they will go to confession before they will go and receive the communion or something? This thing is putting people into bondage. I am not telling you people not to be giving people, not to be giving communion or something. No. But this thing, come to think of it, I don't know why is it like that? A lot of women, including myself, I do used to pass through that a lot. I used to pass through that a lot in my life. When I go to church, sometimes when you go late to church, you don't have to receive the body of Christ. When you go to church, or you don't even go at all, you don't have to receive it at all. You have to go to confession. What about the Christ that lives in me? What about the Christ that lives in me? Please, the priests out there, please, you have to educate us. Tell us the meaning of this communion, because a lot of people, they are just ignorant of this communion of a thing. They don't know anything about it. And that is pushing a lot of women to do something that they don't supposed to do. For instance, this my friend that I'm saying, it's just because of communion, she put herself in a place that she don't supposed to. A marriage that is not favoring her. A marriage that she lost 3 pregnancies. She have to undergo all this just because she's not receiving communion in the church. She have to pressurize her husband to wed her in the church with all the pain she is going through. In the name of I want to receive communion. It is it is very bad. We really need to look into these issues. Parents, we need to talk about this issue and look into it and ask questions. We need to ask questions. Are you mother who are out there where you think that you live with a man because you are Catholic, you are receiving communion, and you don't want to commit sin, and your dear husband is beating you blue and black every day, hitting you left and right, hitting you in the presence of your children, insulting you, doing all manner of things to you, and you just bear it because of one communion that you are receiving or the other? I said this yesterday, that if you die in that process, when you go to heaven, don't think that God is going to say that, judge your husband or punish your husband for you. No, because you know what is wrong. You don't run away from that place. You just stay there because of your ignorance. I know that is the reason why Christ said, my children perish for lack of knowledge. We need to seek for that knowledge and set ourselves free from this religious bondage that they put us into. And I want to tell our parents who are out there listening to these people who are condemning religion, and they keep saying that, why are you condemning my pastor or this? They are doing you good, though. They are doing you 100% good. They are just helping you and helping your generation. Please, we need to wake up and see ourselves and really recreate ourselves. This religion bondage is really killing Africans. killing African a lot. I wish we know the meaning of this religion. I wish we know the meaning. That will help us to come out of where we are. That will help us to come out of it. We have to seek to know the meaning of this religion. We have to seek knowledge, so that somebody will not just come and put us inside one container and just be, toying us around or doing us things that we don't want to. So my parents, please, we don't have to allow anybody to come and tell us how to rule our family, how one witch or wizard is disturbing our children, how one of our son or daughter is destroying our destiny or something. We don't have to allow them to do that to us. We have to say enough is enough. I do pray always. I pray always. My sister, you are welcome. I pray always that God the Almighty should just help us. Help us to see the truth. Help us to come out of this religion. Religious people were the one who crucified Christ for God's sake. They were the one who crucified our Lord Jesus Christ. He came to tell them the truth, to set them free. They crucified him. They are the religious people. And this is the same thing we keep doing to ourselves. Why are we allowing this to eat us up? Why are we allowing it? We have to wake up. We have to wake up. We should stop sleeping. Because if we think that we ourselves, we are not feeling it, the children are feeling it. The children are feeling it. The money that we have, that we're supposed to use it and educate our children, to help our children to make them a better people in life. We take that money and dump it in a building called a church, and we dump that money there. They will be using it and doing what we don't know what they are using it for, bettering their own life. And our own children will be here suffering. You yourself, you will be suffering, and they will tell you that that child is the one doing you, which from that child or which from your family, which. What kind of life? Why are we even allowing ourselves to undergo all these things? I saw this thing coming in there is a dream I dreamed long ago. And this is what is happening today. Christ came to save us. Christ was destroying churches in my dream before I even come to know a man who was talking about churches. How people are deceiving people in the church. I saw that in my dream. This is what is happening. Please don't be deceived. Don't allow them to deceive you, so that you can have that money and take care of your child. When you have that money to take care of your child, when your child is not suffering, you cannot give out your child away. You cannot just take your child and give her away or give him away. Sister Ada, you are welcome. So this religion of a thing, they are contributing to our children's suffering today. Because you will see them, they will just come and tell you that your child is a witch, your child is this, your child is that. And you will not think, and you will believe them. And you will allow your child to go. You just leave her. Hello, my sister. You just leave your children to go, and your children will be suffering. And later on, they will be the same people to come to tell you that that child is the cause of your suffering. Why? You have been giving them your money that you have. You have been giving them everything that they are requesting from you. We have to set ourselves free and set our children free. Because all these things that they are doing to us with the parents is affecting our kids. It's affecting them a lot. It's affecting them. They have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to go. We are the one to fight for them. We are the one to talk for them. And mothers, really, if you know that you are a Catholic, I keep saying this. Don't give in to all this madness that they will tell you that if you don't receive communion, you go to confession. You don't receive communion, you don't do this. It's driving so many mothers to do some wedding that they will go into a marriage that they don't even want to go. Like this, my friend that I'm talking about. She lost 3 pregnancies. 3 pregnancies she lost. Her husband was just beating her day, and anytime she's pregnant, this man will be beating her blue and black all the time. She will lose her pregnancy 3 times. And then they were not wedded with this man. But this lady, she was so worried about the communion she's not receiving. She have to take this man by force, that the man have to wed her, even though the man don't love her, have to wed her so that she can receive communion. Can you imagine? Instead of her thinking of leaving the marriage. But all what she was thinking about is the communion that she is not receiving. For God's sake, we are God carriers. We are God carriers. Some people don't even, they don't even know that they are God carriers. They don't know. That makes them to think that if they receive communion before they carry God in them. That is what is killing some mothers. And now you put yourself into that wedding. Later on, when things become worse, you want to divorce. The same church will not allow you to divorce. They will tell you, Catholic, they don't permit divorce. If you die today, you die in that process. Did you know where you are going? Because God is not going to judge your husband, or God is not going to judge you. You are the one to be blamed. You are the one to be done, because you see what you are passing through. You see what is happening. And you don't talk about it. All because in the name of, I want to receive communion. My mates are receiving communion because you don't receive. Yes, I know in Africa, if you are a Catholic and you married, you are not wedded, and you are not receiving communion, they look down on you. That happen a lot. I belong to a CW. I know what we are doing in that place. If you are not receiving communion, they don't give you position in the church. You don't have any post in the church. They look down on you. So that drives women. I want to wed so that I can receive communion. I want to wed. Just put that pressure in you. You will just go there and just lock yourself in a place that you cannot come out. What kind of madness is this? So now my question is that, to our Catholic people, I want to ask this question. If you can give me answer, I want to ask, if this communion that you people are telling that if you don't receive it, or you don't go to church, you have to go to confession before you receive this communion, or all these things. Okay, why now all churches are closed? So now you people mean that when church will open, all the Catholic all over the world, they will just go and line up to confess their sin before they receive the communion? My God, you guys have to just educate us, because there are a lot of ignorant women who don't know from the right to left. They don't know. All they know is that if I receive communion, and the way, if they receive this communion, the way they do, oh my God, my sister, I am there. I know. I know when I joined this CWO, I was not receiving. I'm a communican. But when I married to my husband, I have my baby before we did our wedding. So then I was not receiving communion. I know they don't give me any position in the church. They don't give me anything. I just belong there. They say, no, you are not a communicator. You cannot do this. You don't wed, you cannot baptize your child. You don't wed, you cannot do this. What are all these rules for? How many people, the followers of Christ, how many of them went to confession to Jesus every time before Jesus give them bread, give them the communion that we are doing today? How many of them? So this thing, this religion of a thing, is killing us. It's even worse. It's worse more than every problem we have in this life. And you guys who are listening to people who are condemning them, and you will still say, touch not my anointing, don't do this, don't do that. You are just destroying yourself. You are destroying yourself. You are destroying your children. You are destroying your generation if you don't come out of that religion. I was talking to my mom today. I told her, I said, Mommy, look, I am coming back to that country. But when I will come there, Don't just wait to say that you want to see the same Mary you see before. You are going to see different Mary, because I'm going to do so many things. My mom was kind of, my God, I don't know who you become now, what has come over you. I told her, look, many people in Catholic, what I know, many women are going to that Catholic church because of they want tomorrow when they die, the Catholic will bury them. That is all. That is what I know. The Catholic women organization will come. They will come and bury them, or their husband died, they will come. Look, if we don't start to tell ourselves the truth, we are going to just regret it. When on the last day we will regret it. They now make church to become a business, something, a place of rule and laws, do's and don'ts. Where did we get? When are we going to come out of it? When? We have to try to come out of it. We really have to try to come out of it, because they are just busy there making their money. I could remember, let me tell you guys, one day I came out on live video. I was talking about this Catholic thing. I was asking question that, why is it that, where is it written itself in the Bible, this harvest and bazaar that we keep doing? We keep doing harvest and bazaar, milking people, taking money from people, saying harvest, harvest every year. They will say this harvest, and they will say, in this year, about 1 million, 4 million, 3 million, that they will bring million. And in that village, you see that it's a poor people who are living in that village, but they must provide that million that they are asking for. So I now ask this question. I say, why is it that I don't see where that is written in the Bible? I talk, a reverend father who know me back in Nigeria, he called me, he said, we need to talk. That I'm going so far, we need to talk. So I talked to this reverend father. I told him, I said, look, what you guys are doing over here in this country, I am in Catholic here. When you do your baptism, you don't pay money. You do your first Holy Communion, you don't pay money. You don't pay for anything. Why is it that you people keep collecting every minute, everything? You want to baptize your child, they ask you to bring this biscuit, sweet, chewing-gum. My God, they collected all those things from me in a church. How much did Christ pay before John the Baptist baptized him? How much did the apostles pay before they got baptized? How much did they give? So I started asking him this question. I said, look, I am in this country, nothing such is happening. There are Catholics here. I did my confirmation in this country. I did my confirmation in this country. I paid nothing. It's only the candle I take, and with my white dress I put on. That is it. But why is it that in Africa they do ask us for all these things? Did you know what this reverend father told me? Believe me, the man was so sincere. He was kind of, look, Sister Mary, you will not understand. If you know what we are passing through, we that know the truth, if we want to talk, they will go and put us in a village to suffer. That they will put us in a village, that in a remote village, that they will raise money. So everybody want to keep quiet so that they will not go and put him in one village or in one place that they cannot, because if they put you there, you have to raise money. So the reverend father told me, look, my sister, we are suffering a lot. I know I know your pain. He was telling me, Sister Mary, I know your pain. I know what you are talking about. But who are we to talk? We cannot talk. A reverend father in that matter. Even me sitting here now, my younger brother, my last born, our last born, he's now in seminary school. He wants to become a reverend father. Then I don't know much better. And he used to tell us what they are passing through in that seminary school. In the name of what? All this religion of a thing. The Pentecostal, they keep talking about the Pentecostal. Look, let me tell you people, the Catholic are worse though. We are worse. What we are doing inside is so worse though. Nobody can question anything. We have to wake up, because a lot of priests are there also. They are dying. They are dying in silence because they cannot talk. Because the way this reverend father told me, he said to me, I know that yes, really they can't talk. This reverend father he said that look, what they are passing through in that place is they don't know. That one day there was the time, I think he's just 2 years now in priesthood. He said when he started, the way he was preaching, the way he was doing his thing, one Reverend Father just told him that if that is the way that he will do, it will not be good for him. Or he have to follow the system that they are doing. He have to follow their own system. I never know Catholic to be like this. The Catholic I grew up to me, I don't see it this way, the way it's becoming. Baptism that is free, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for everything. Sometimes if you don't have after going through the class, or you are going for practice, sometime a year, you will be taking you. You will end up not baptized because you don't have the money that they ask from you. What kind of life are we living, Africans? What kind of life are we living? Please, I'm begging. You guys have to free also. I know that the Egyptian hold the Israelite for so long, but later on they got free. But I'm praying, please, we that they are trying to free us, we should accept so that we'll be free. We should not allow ourselves for these people to just accuse us, put us down, tell us what to do and what not to do. I'm a Catholic for how many years? 24 years I'm a Catholic. I don't know all these things that I'm saying. I was just here, just in my room. Just in my room here. I get to listen to a sound message. A sound message of God. A sound one. Transform me. Transform me without me going to church. That is why I started seeing all these errors. You know, when you start to listen to the sound message of the gospel, you will now see the errors. You will be seeing the loopholes. So that is where I started saying, hey, I have been saying this all this while. I've been saying it. We have this charismatic renewal that we used to go. So every year we do this crossover prayer night or something. So we do fasting for 1 month. So we have this place in Abuja. They call Papa's Ground. My people, if you people know what they are building in that Papa's Ground, oh my, this church that Paul and Nature have, there is nothing compared to it. It is modern. They are building mansion, Catholic. I'm telling you, you people can ask about it. They are now in Abuja. So when we used to go to this place, we used to go there for the closing prayer for the month. The very day I went to that place, my God, I was just weeping. How they are calling people out for blessing of that year. Bring 1 million. Bring with your 2 million. With your 3 million. I say, what? With your 500,000. I say, when have this, you know, this is Catholic. I have never heard about this. What is going on? So all the prayer I was doing just died. I was just full of anger. I say, what? In Catholic, they are doing this? That they want to build a house of God. They want to do this. Look. Charismatics. What you guys are doing, if you guys do not change this habit of what you are doing, really, God will judge us. So I am saying this, God will judge us. Because, and you will see people will come out to testify that, yes, last year I came here, I came with my 1 million, and now look at me, I'm blessed. Now I'm with my daughter, and now I'm with my this. What about those who don't have the money to give? That means that those people will not have their own blessing that year. I remember when this charismatic started newly in Catholic, there are some fathers who say they don't want it. They object to it, but because people know, those Reverend Fathers know what they are benefiting from it, they don't accept till the thing becomes where it is. So that is the reason why we don't have to keep quiet. We have to talk to free our people. You see, churches will be growing bigger and bigger every day. You see people cannot feed. The village I came out from in Abuja, look at how mothers are suffering. Some of them are selling kunu, selling granite, selling corn, hawking it everywhere. Where that money will end up, it will end up in the church. So now they cannot cater for their family anymore. They cannot help their children anymore. They have to give their children out for somebody to help them. And thinking that that person will help their children, will help their child. And that child will end up suffering, end up becoming armed robber, end up becoming prostitutes, end up becoming a kidnappers. What? In the name of I'm sowing seed in the church. I'm giving God. What kind of God is that is creating all this problem in your family? Can't you ask yourself that question? The God I serve, my Father that I know, He is not a wicked God. He is a lovely and wonderful God. He is so caring. He don't want to see His children suffer. So who is this God that they are keep saying that we have to bring before He will bless us? We have to give it before He provide for us. Which God is that God? Please, we have to run away from that God, though. Because that God is not doing us any good. That God is destroying your children. That God is damaging your children. Those kidnappers, those armed robbers who are out there, they are people, children. I can't stand myself to see how they are beating them. I can't stand to see. They will beat them to the extent that they will put tire on them and burn them alive. Those are people, children. And this thing is from religion. Because if the churches are not demanding all this money from them, they will not go and steal to just come and give in the church. That is the reason why we don't have to keep quiet anymore. Please, my people, we don't have to keep quiet. Why is it that all these things is not happening to the white people? Why is not happening? Why is it that they are not so religious like we? We have to wake up. That is why I see that anywhere we found ourselves, we are in trouble. Because we don't seem to understand what we are doing. Come and see this country that I am now. If you see the Africans here, you will cry, you will weep for them. The same thing they are doing back home, that is what they are doing here. Some of them become frustrated in this country. They don't know their left or their rights anymore. In the name of church. All what they have, they will go and invest it in the church. When you tell them don't do that, they will say, no, don't touch my anointing. Don't do this, don't do that. Is that kind of life we want to end up, that is in this world till we die? When are we going to wake up? When are we going to tell ourselves the truth? My fellow people, please, anytime, maybe, okay, if you are there in Nigeria, I will say, okay, that is the system there in Nigeria. But when you come out from Nigeria, you are outside country, for God's sake. You have to try to think, why is it that these people are not doing it? Me, that is what made me to come out of my own. Because I was once like that. You can never talk about Catholic that will allow you to go. But when I come to notice that, no, we are really, something is wrong. Something is not right back home. Something is wrong. That is where I got my courage. And God said, yes, my daughter, you have to seek for the truth, not to live in darkness. And I come out of it. And I want you who will be watching me or who is watching me out there, come out of it. Religion will not do you any good. It will destroy you. It will destroy your generation. Because that is the religious people, they are the one who killed Christ. They are the one who nailed him in the cross. Religion. So if we don't come out of it, Christ come to show us example how to live. How to live. He shows us. He shows us everything. Why is it that it's so hard for us to take it? But we don't find it difficult to listen to our papa. We don't find it difficult to listen to our mama. We worship them. We give them whatever they want from us. But Jesus just wants love from us. Love your enemy. Care for them. Pray for them. Love the orphans. Provide for the widows. All this he said to us. But we find it so difficult to do that to all those people. But our pastors who are higher there, our priests who are higher there, that is where we are sowing our seed into. We need to ask ourselves a question. Really? We need to ask ourselves questions. What are we doing? What are we doing to ourselves? Because this thing really, I can't sleep. I can't even stand it. When somebody's even talking about it, and someone will say, don't touch our pastor, don't touch you will die, you are going to die, or God will kill you, don't touch the anointing of God, don't touch. Who tell you that you are not anointed? You are also God carrier. You are anointed, you yourself. You are blessed, you yourself. A sister was telling me that the reason why they are going to this their pastor, that because they need spiritual covering. For God's sake, spiritual what? Spiritual covering? What kind of spiritual covering are you looking for a man? That you are God carrier. You are carrying the Spirit of God in you. What kind of covering that man is going to cover you for? You are just be deceived. There is nothing like spiritual covering as I know. Just hold your God. That God that created you lives in you. He is every solution to your problem. Nothing like one man of God that will ask you to bring money before you be saved from one problem or the other. No. Stick to your God. Just obey the principle that is in this Bible. Follow the principle. Apply it to your life. Apply it. Don't just read it like you are reading a novel and just read it and go. Try to pick some things and apply it to your life, and it will work for you. And if you don't spend your time to study your scripture, to know what is there, they are going to be just pushing you around, toying with you, doing you what you want to do. Let's stop this ignorance that we have. Let's just stop it and move forward and do something that will help us. I am just crying because of these children that are suffering in the name of this religion, because the children are the ones who are suffering it, not the adults. It's the children, because they are the ones, because since their parents cannot cater for them, they are going to suffer. They are going to suffer a lot. And this is what God, that is your own mission. God give you a child. Why did God give you that child in the first place? He gave you that child to take care of that child for him. But you are thinking about one GO, one big man who is there owning everything that he wants. So please, my people, I beg of you all, we need to talk. We don't care whether they want to kill us or they want to say we should not. We just have to talk so that things will go well with us. In Nigeria now, you cannot sleep and close your two eyes. You sleep, you have to open one eye because you are afraid of one criminal, one kidnapper that will come to do you something. We are living in fear now in our own country. So please, we have to just do something to help ourselves. We need to help ourselves. Anywhere we go, we find all this injustice that is happening. If you know that you can talk, talk. Don't keep quiet. This our keeping quiet is what is killing us. Plague of silence is killing us, really. It's killing us badly. So I pray and I hope that God will see us through and we will come out of it. I know that. I know that God will help his children. He said he will never leave us nor forsake us. And I believe in that word. That a time is coming, every one of us will come. We just testified for his goodness. So thank you so much. Thank you. I welcome you all, guys. Wow, Sister Ada, thank you. Thank you. Sister Grace. My God. I welcome you all, oh my people. Thank you for coming. And please, I don't used to be talkative like this. So I don't used to be talkative like this. But when you have this sound message from God, you don't know how you will be free. You will just be, you feel like to just go out and just be talking. That is how I feel in me. So I want you also to be, if you cannot talk on camera, if you cannot talk on social media, you can talk with people who are around you. So I know, since I can do it, you can do it. So thank you, 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 thank you. So I have to leave you guys now. I have to leave you guys now. Thank you so much, Mada. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I want to go there in YouTube, but I prefer staying on Facebook because I'm enjoying it on Facebook. But somebody was kind of telling me, go to YouTube, so I said, okay, let me go there to YouTube. So I have started. Then please also search for Mary Ode and help me subscribe there also. Okay. Oh, thank you, Ada. You say yes, she have subscribed. Okay, thank you. Oh, you subscribe, but I didn't see your like. I think I didn't see your comment there. Okay, thank you, thank you. So my people, I have to leave for now. I'm so happy. I don't know how to leave, but I will leave. That is what I always say all the time. Mwah. Wow, upload your Facebook video to YouTube. I can upload it to YouTube. How will I do that, my sister? You know, this thing we need, you need to learn it. So you have to call me to tell me how to do that. Okay? You will call me to tell me how to do that, how to upload it there. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye. Wow, Sister Deborah, you came late. I'm just about to leave now. I saw you. Okay, you can share it and watch it later. Okay. You can share it and watch it later. So please share. I'm Mayowa over here now. Share. I think you guys know who is Mayowa now. Share. Okay, bye.